Hi everyone. They wanted me to talk about taking action today. And when I think about that, the first thing I thought is, wait a minute, we got all kind of presentations on taking action. I'm going to be talking about that, but belief, I know you know this, belief comes before taking action. And I'll never forget the first 2 calls we had when I asked Alexi to do something very special for me. And what happened was, I said, listen, I'm going to put about 100 people on the phone, and I want you to talk about how magical Somaderm is. And well, actually, there was no Somaderm yet. We just called it HGH gel. So I want you to talk about the HGH gel, what it does, how to use it, what's in it, what could possibly happen. And then I want them to be able to go buy it. And I'll never forget how awesome he was on those calls. It was the first time he'd ever done something like that. But guess what? He believed in his product so much that was like falling off a log easy. And before that first call happened, guess what happened for Lee and I? We used the product, and we got belief in the product, and that belief in the product led us to have 100 people on a phone call ready to listen to Alexi because they heard a certain excitement in us. And I'm telling you, meeting Alexi was one of the best things that ever happened to us in our life, for my wife Lee and I, because he is just the most awesome individual. When we got to meet him and we understood what he was about and that he was able to create this product, and all he ever had in mind was helping people, we thought we are in the right place at the right time. So it was an honor for me to be the first one, after he had this product for 17 years and he wasn't able to fully bring it to market until 2017. He got on that call and he was amazing. That call ended. I guess we were on there about 30, 40 minutes. I can't remember exactly how long. But within an hour, Alexi called me and he goes, Joe, this is crazy. My website is lighting up like a Christmas tree. This has never happened in 27 years of me being in the retail business. And I remember at the end of that first call, I told everybody, I said, get the product. We're going to give you a 20% discount, and we're going to meet back together in about 45 or 50 days. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, when we came back together on that second call, unbelievably, there was 200 people on the call, and they were all ready and willing to listen what was going to happen. And there was belief built in those first 100 people. I had all these people lined up to tell their stories, and I'll never forget it. I would call their name, and I said, listen, I coached them all before. I said, you got 1 minute, and just go right into your story. And they would say, my name is, and this is what happened while I've been on the gel. And then I would call out the next name, and they did that. And we were so many, and I think we got the number 17 or 15. It really doesn't matter. But I will never forget what happened on that second call. Alexi stopped the call. He said, wait a minute. And he was in tears, and I could tell. And he said, I have been selling this product for 17 years through my retail stores. And I've been selling it onesie, twosie. And yes, it kind of went semi-viral. But you've had your hands on this product for less than 60 days, and there's 200 people ready to bring it to the world. He said, today is the day that we're going to start putting together this company. And there still wasn't a name, but what there was belief. Now, guys, you look at what happened almost 4 years later. 5 different product categories. We've sold over 6 million gels. We've helped change hundreds of thousands of lives in the health of their body in 8 different countries, and tens of thousands of lives financially. That happened for the company because we had that belief, which gave us a vision, and the vision gave us a purpose and a mission. And this is what I want to happen for you. I want your New You Life business to start with you because it starts with the belief. And just real quick, I love New You Life's vision statement. It's kind of like mission and purpose in one. Check this out. I want you to know this, internalize it. New You Life provides life-changing products and opportunities that challenge the way you age. Think about that. The company literally challenges those that are living a life without momentum and purpose to get up and blossom, grow, do something special, however you want to look at it. Just become better. This is what is so unbelievable about New You Life, okay? Because, we're talking about taking action or creating more activity. We've all heard that. But we know without a vision, what are we working for? Without a purpose, who are we affecting? Without a mission, what are we trying to accomplish? So it's true. I want you to go out there and I want you to share the New You Life products. But without belief, there's nothing. I want you to create a huge amount of activity. But without belief, that will never happen. You've all heard this in training if you've been in the direct sales industry. We all know that activity creates paychecks. The paychecks create excitement and belief. The excitement and belief create bigger, more activity, which creates bigger paychecks. And you're growing. You're constantly growing. But without a why, without knowing what you're excited about, the excitement can fade. I've seen it so many times. And that's why I want to ask you to determine, what is your vision? I want you to start working on it. Do not let this weekend pass. Do not let Monday morning alarm going off without you knowing your vision, without you knowing your purpose, without you knowing your mission. Because without it, we're nothing. That's you, that's me, that's every single one of us. And I want to ask every one of you to take this personal challenge. Ask yourself, I hope you're writing this down. Do you want to take charge of your life emotionally, mentally, spiritually, health-wise, and finally, financially? Money's always the last thing. It's always the last thing. Trust me. I hope and pray that the answer is a resounding yes. I hope and pray that you see your vision clearly. I want you to state your purpose every single day so knowing you're working to help change other people's lives. And finally, I want you to determine exactly what your mission is. When you accomplish this challenge, building your business will never be a problem. It will no longer be unimportant on your worst days, because on a daily basis, you're going to get energy from this belief that wells up deep inside you. You'll be able to pull up your vision, state your purpose. You will be able to complete your mission. Showing up at events, yes, it's part of the activity, but that'll be like falling off a log. Showing up at training, falling off a log, you know you have to be there. You know you have to remind your distributors to be there. You know you have to help somebody. And this is where I love it, because hopefully your vision, your mission, your purpose has something to do with helping other individuals. Because this business, what's so awesome about it is we get rewarded for helping others earn an income. Now, I know that I said income first, but there's another saying in this business, and it says, this business will either promote you or expose you. And it's funny, because when you are your own CEO and you have to get up every morning and you have to look yourself in the mirror, you have to ask yourself questions like, not am I doing what needs to be done properly for me, but you start having responsibilities for other people. And you have to say, am I doing the right thing to help this person, that person, the next person? You have to start understanding that you get rewarded for helping other people grow in all those different ways that I spoke of previously. This is when the activity becomes second nature, because you know it's not just about you. It's about everyone that you're working with. Every word that comes forth from your mouth, you're affecting someone's life some way, shape, or form. And that is the amazing part. When you have this vision, nothing can stop you, okay? So going back to the beginning, when I talked about those two calls, and I talked about how Alexi started to, or when he sent Lee and I the product first, and we started to build this belief. And then we started to share that belief with others. And then all of a sudden there was 100 people going, yeah, I want to hear about this new product, because, I've been reading about HGH for all these years and I never wanted to spend thousands of dollars to inject. But my goodness, you could put it on transdermally. And people were excited to get on that call. And they fed off of Lee and I's belief. But then when they experienced it from themselves, the next 100 fed off those 100 people's belief. and it grew and it grew and it grew. You see, I had been in 2 other previous companies with products, and the products were not like what we have at New You Life. We didn't have life-changing products at those other 2, so it was always, you may have been focused on something else. But with New You Life, because of the greatness of these products, because having Alexi as our founder and formulator and CEO, that's why we've become what we've been able to become. And the documentation beats the conversation because, 2.5 years, an article came out from Social Selling News saying, New You Life is the #1 fastest growing young direct sales company in the world. Guys, can you imagine how proud each and every person was that's a part of New You Life when they saw that article? And then after our 3rd year of existence, Direct Selling News, who I believe is the who's who of publications in the direct sales industry, came out and put us on the top 100 list of established companies. We were number 40. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I still feel like we're on our knees. And when I saw that, I just thought this has all came originally from belief caused action, vision caused action, purpose caused action, mission caused action, and hundreds of thousands of lives have been affected because of it. We want to create the best direct sales company in the world. And it's been said by some of our other leaders up on this stage, and it's been said by Steve and Bruce and Ellie that we're a different company. We are a different company. We've done things differently than any other direct sales company since the day we started. When I met Alexi and I asked him what his philosophies were and his values were, and as his answers came forth, I thought to myself, my goodness, thank you, Lord. This guy is the polar opposite of everyone that I've ever been exposed to on a corporate team in a direct sales company. And what could we do? What could we do with a man like this, with values like this, with philosophies like this, where he puts people before himself? Everything he does, everything he creates, he does with you in mind. Hence, New You Life. God bless you. Thank you for everything that you've done to help make us who we are and bring us to this point, because you are very, very special in the belief that you have, in the action that you've created for New You Life. Thank you once again.